This is the MT4 Windows video. We're going to look at the Market Watch window, the Data window, the Navigator window, the Terminal window, and we'll take a look at the MT4 toolbar. Market Watch. We're going to look at the Market Watch window. This icon here will open the window in the toolbar. You'll see you would depress the icon and up pops the Market Watch window. First thing we'll notice is a handful of currencies. The broker that you're dealing with will usually have more currencies than what is displayed in the Market Watch window. And the way that we can see all the different currencies that they offer is to right-click anywhere in the Market Watch window and select Show All. This will show us all of the different currencies that your broker has to offer. Sometimes they will have quite a few initially, but not the one that you're looking for, and if that's you know they have it, it's missing. That's how you find it. The next thing you'll see is the time. We have Market Watch and then the time. This time up here is the time of your broker. This is the time of your charts. There is a strong likelihood that this time is not going to be same as your time zone. This is the default time of the broker. Another neat option is you can pick a currency pair, right click, and see a tick chart of that currency pair. Now to get back to the list of currency pairs, we have down here the different tabs, the tick chart tab and the symbols tab. From the Market Watch window, you can choose a currency pair and place an order from here by double clicking on the currency pair you wish to place an order with. I'm going to double click the Euro USD and up pops the order window. You can also change an existing chart to a different currency pair. This is the Australian dollar US dollar. If I drag and drop from the Market Watch window onto the chart, it will automatically change it from the Australian dollar US dollar to the Euro US dollar. From the Market Watch window, I can also add a chart. If there is no gray space at all on your charting platform and you wish to open an Australian dollar US dollar, for example, hold the Control key down, drag and drop onto the chart. You can see the little plus next to the cursor. This will open an additional window. Down here, you can see the tabs of the windows that are open, of the currency pairs that are showing. This Australian dollar US dollar is the latest edition. Here we have some gray space. We've got several charts with some gray space. If I drag and drop onto the gray space, again you'll notice the plus next to the cursor. This will open a brand new charting window. You can turn the outline, it's called a grid, where the currency prices and the currency pairs are outlined. We can turn the grid on or off. Here it's a little cleaner. And we can have a pop-out version of the Market Watch window. We'll go pop prices, and this becomes the pop-out window. We can increase the size of the pop-out window. There are an awful lot of currencies displayed, so this is very small. If there are fewer currencies, and let's do that, we'll go right-click, hide all. This is some of the remaining currencies. We can then go pop prices, and we can see these currencies displayed in a separate floating window. These currencies, by the way, are the currencies that we have open in charts. That is it for the Market Watch window section of the video. Data window. We're going to look at the data window in MT4. The data window is this icon here. We'll use this to open the data window. And what you'll see here, this is a basic chart. And what you're seeing is the time. This is a 1 hour time frame, the date, the time, the open, the high, the low, the close of each candle that I put the cursor over. So as the cursor moves from candle to candle, all of this information changes. Now that the cursor is in front of the price and there are no candles, it'll tell me the date, which is minus 37. I'm 37, or in this case 35 candles ahead of where current price is. Now let's open up a template that has a few more indicators. you can see the data window has those additional indicators. And wherever I put my cursor on the chart, I can get information for the location of the indicators, the date of this candle, the time, the open price, the high price, low price, and the close price. The volume will only rise as each tick happens. During the formation of a candle, it will bounce up and down, and each little movement, each 1 pip movement is a tick. So as a candle is forming, the tick count will climb higher and higher. Some candles have very small volume, while others have very high volume. But the data window just shows us all of the information that we need to know about a given candle, where the indicators are all positioned, and the information about that candle. Navigator window. We're going to look at the navigator window. We can open the navigator window by clicking this folder star yellow icon here in the toolbar. This will open the navigator window. From here, we have access to the indicators, the expert advisors, the custom indicators that we've installed, and certain scripts. The top is the accounts. Every time you open a new account, it will be in here. The next are the list of MetaTrader indicators. These are the indicators that are included and come with the MetaTrader charts. And from here, we can drag and drop or double click to get them onto a chart. So I'm going to drag my MACD onto the chart. The properties box will open up. Okay, the MACD is now on the chart, and we can do that with moving averages or whatever indicator is in here. Next is the expert advisor windows. If you're running a robot, this is where the different expert advisors will be stored. The custom indicators file folder, when you load an indicator, when you download an indicator, this is where they will be, and you can put them onto the charts in the same way that you put on the regular indicators. You drag and drop or double click, and then they will appear on your charts. And finally, the scripts file folder. When you install a script, this is where you will have access to them to put onto your charts. Terminal window. We are going to take a look at the terminal window. This window is extremely important if you plan on trading. We are going to open the terminal by clicking this icon here in the toolbar. And first thing we'll notice is under the trade tab, we have 3 different trades that are in progress. Right now, we've got 3 trades. We can choose to modify or close these trades from the terminal window. In order to modify, you'll notice there's no stop loss and no take profit. In order to modify a trade from the terminal window, we will double click on the stop loss or the take profit of the currency pair that you want to modify. This is the modify window. This has popped up, and from here we can choose to modify the stop loss and take profit. We can also choose to close a trade from here as well. Say I don't like the way the US dollar Canadian dollar is going, I can double click on anything that is not stop loss or take profit, and up will pop the close window. Now I can close from this window here, use the yellow button, or I can right click anywhere on the currency, on the trade that I want to close, and choose close order from here. And once I click the close, the order is closed. You'll see other tabs, account history. These are the different trades that I've placed. Alerts. If you have any alerts set up, they will be listed in here. Mailbox, registrations, demo account registrations. It's kind of a blow-by-blow of your registrations. Experts. Every time a expert or a indicator, these are indicators that I've uploaded, and it looks as though they tell me exactly what I've been doing with them. Journal. This is kind of a blow-by-blow by everything that's going on. So if I'm looking for an order that was placed, I can find it in here. If I'm looking for an order that was closed, I can find it in here, and so on. The most important one for me is the Trade tab. From the Trade tab, you can modify and control your trades. Toolbar. We are going to customize the toolbar. The toolbar is what's on top of your charts. All of these buttons, the magnifying glass, the new order, the navigator windows, the time frames, we can customize these. We can slide them around a little bit. We can move them up or down. They are in little chunks, little sections. And not only can we move them around, we can add buttons or take away buttons. So by right-clicking on one of these little chunks, we can choose Customize, and we can see what we have and what we can add or take away. In this window, this is what has been added to this piece of the toolbar, and you can see everything that's in here is what's on the toolbar. The only thing that has not been added is the step-by-step. So if we want to add the step-by-step, we'll click on it, we'll insert it onto the toolbar. You'll see that it's popped up here. And for example, let's say we want to remove the periods. So we'll click on that and choose remove. So it moves it into its storage box. Click close. Now we've got the step-by-step and we are missing the time frame. Now there are different things for each one of these little toolbar sets. Now here are some line studies, lots of Fibonacci's. We can add a ellipse. We can insert that and remove the rectangle. So we can customize as we see fit. Once you get everything you want, you can position them how you like, slide them into the middle, rearrange them, do whatever you like. It might be interesting to go into each one of these and just see what is available, what you're not seeing on as the default layout, and what you might want to add, because each little section is a little bit different. So on the time frames, all of the time frames are added by default. If there are some you don't want, for example, the 30 minutes, we can remove that. It gets taken out of the toolbar. So then we don't have it if we don't need it. That's it for this video. Thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you in the next video.